Hello, my name is Ivan Pozo-Illas, otherwise known as Atrayo. I'm an angelic oracle imagineer, basically a psychic or a clairvoyant that has been doing automatic writing for 22 years' time, channeling the angels, predominantly with spiritual wisdom and other gifts of channeling as well, conceptual designs, sort of like inventions or business models. All of that is on my blog site of now 12 years on Google's blogger called Atrayo's Oracle. This is the same name of this segment. I'm gonna do a little bit different. This one's gonna be a short video of the Jewels of Truth series. This is also going to be a new playlist on YouTube. I'm going to start doing my memes with what I call the short and the long, which is basically a short little bonus statement that I channel from the angels that I usually put on my Twitter page. And the long is usually a longer couple paragraphs, maybe up to 5 paragraphs. Such a bonus material that it goes more in depth on what I'm channeling as a lesson in the sense of spiritual wisdom. And this is always inclusive, compassionate, and it's not just for one religion or spiritual tradition. Today's topics will be 2 topics on the bonus content on heaven on earth, and the meme is on the topic of the miraculous. And I'll put the meme somewhere in the YouTube text section, and as well the link to my Pinterest folder, which I have over 170 of these channeled angelic wisdom memes that I share freely. And okay, I'll just get started. Today's meme is an excerpt from statement number 2375 on the topic of the miraculous. And this is how it goes. The miraculous expresses the presence of God to awaken to the sublime, sacred, beautiful truth of each other's holiest divinity, revealing the perfect and pure will of God for all to experience as the majesty of heaven on this earth. Amen. I know that first sentence gets a bit mouthy or wordy, but the angels really go for the adjectives, which is, to read it again, the miraculous expresses the presence of God to awaken to the sublime, sacred, beautiful truth of each other's holiest divinity, revealing the perfect and pure will of God for all to experience as the majesty of heaven on this earth. Amen. I channeled it, and I still have to read that first sentence 3 or 4 times just to let it sink in. And these next 2 will be on the topic of the heaven on earth. This one's from Twitter, number 587B. And it goes as this: to live by righteousness is to channel the will of God based as heaven on earth. All others by fear have channeled hell on earth instead. So basically the notion is all good is originally sourced from heaven. So you do good on the earth, you channel heaven, basically. The opposite is true. All fear is sourced originally from hell or endless hells, and you fear, you hate, anger, I guess you're channeling hell. And that's what the angels are saying. Now this one is from my Facebook, and it's a real longer one, 4 paragraphs. It's 586B, still on the same topic of heaven on earth. Every soul has a pivotal axis point as a direct line not only to God as the Almighty, Him, Her, and itself, but to the entirety of the afterlife dimensional spiritual realities. What this means, we are the living and dying fountains to all of the heavens limbos, meaning pure neutrality, and hells combine upon creation and in the pure spirit realms put together. What does this mean actually? What does this actually mean, you say? And why should it be important to you? Our meta-soul of God, we all share equally and triumphantly by the will of God, is hardwired into the metaphysical dimensions of all original thoughts and emotions. We are, on a macro scale, dwarfed times infinity, sharing a cosmic link with all other life forms tethered to heaven, limbo, and hell simultaneously. In our hearts of hearts, if we hold love greater than fear, we collectively belong to the dominion of heaven through God Himself. The opposite is also true. If a person of any sort of creature holds fear above all else to their deepest core of spiritual being, they are tragically linked metaphysically to a dying hell instead by free will alone. Lastly, those that are aloof and are undecided literally as independents are lumped together into limbo. Limbo is like a purgatory of pure neutrality, where in life you experienced a balanced mix of splendor and horror in life. Another way to think of the soul is like a super pipeline to the afterlife. By our current disposition spiritually, we passively and unconsciously channeled the source of original good, neutrality, and evil in our macro humanity. We each can develop our internal emotional and mental compass to focus with discipline on one dominion per our free will choosing, without it becoming a joke or treated in a Pollyanna fashion. We can willfully and mindfully channel heaven on earth on purpose. Those that choose evil in life have directly and often unconsciously channeled the bowels of a rotten hell on earth. Any war conflict on the planet right now is a dying testament to such pestilence to be witnessed, unfortunately. We each have the power of God as individual spirits to channel directly and deeply by excellence heaven, limbo, or hell right now and here. So be responsible and worship accordingly by free will, and I implore you to choose heaven as a benevolent version of the will of God each time. Amen. And I sign it there with my name, Ivan Pozo-Illas, otherwise known as Atrayo. And that last line where the angel says, I implore you to choose heaven as a benevolent version of the will of God. So basically, that would almost equate that if you chose fear, depression, something, or if you're really a son of a gun, you're choosing the dark version of the will of God through hell. So it's sort of like a dichotomy of different wills of God depending on what dominion you're associated with. So I guess that'll be about it. Like I said, I'll put a link to this to my Pinterest folder with all my memes, also to my website, which is jewelsoftruth.us. That's jewelsoftruth.us. I also will put a link so you could read along to this blog entry. And I thank you for watching. And please like the video. And if you would like to know when the next video comes along, please subscribe to this channel as well. So thank you for watching once again, and have a good weekend. Bye-bye.